As winter was setting in and everything was getting really cold, I tried in vain to fare up and seal up the transom extension to the boat. It did not work, but you guys had some excellent suggestions and ideas, and now that it's spring again and it's getting warmer, I'm gonna put those into use and we're gonna give them a try.
We've got big plans for the small boat. We're learning as we go. So come along, we'll teach you stuff as we go building Windpuff.
So I'm gonna start off with the simplest idea, which is, as you guys said, take that big sheet that I made and just screw it on. It's so simple. So thank you guys. I'm gonna start with that. If that works, excellent. If it doesn't work, you guys had a bunch of other suggestions and we'll be giving those a try. I had these ropes hanging there and I was like fitting it in under the ropes to then screw it in. And I don't think I need to screw it too much. It does need some tweaking, but it works kind of well. Check it out. So naturally, this overhang, that we just trim off later.
So it's now roughly attached, very roughly. Now this outer edge, we're going to end up grinding the whole thing off because we need to give it more of a curve. But I'm going to go from the inside now, and I'm going to tab the inside to really secure it, so that way it's a good strong structure. Then afterwards, after we grind it and get the shape, then we can lay out more glass, make it strong, and make it fair. Because right now, it's both weak and ugly. Got the back side tabbed on, or the bottom plate of it tabbed on. So we're gonna let that cure, and then tomorrow we can do the other side. I got the other side's big plate curing right now, and man, I mixed some hot mixes, so hopefully these set really fast and we can do this as soon as possible.
So it didn't exactly go as planned. The piece of fiberglass that we put in there slipped and it went to the side, and that made this huge gap. So I tried to seal it up with some more putty and some fiberglass, but it didn't come out looking very pretty. The port side outside, like the outboard side of the transom extension, is now mostly sealed up. There's still the spot where the rope runs by, so I can't glass there yet. But that's a tiny little hole. Now, it looks lumpy, it looks awful, I know. There's a whole lot of fairing in my future. So what I'm gonna be doing is doing the other side, get the starboard side done. Once that's all on there and set, then I can take the ropes off, I can fill it with expanding foam, And then once it's filled with foam, then I can cut it back and grind it and really shape it to follow the curve of the hull. And then I can glass over that again. Now, there's a big issue about weight. If I just filled in all that void that's now filled in by the fairing, it would just weigh so much. Like it'd be hundreds of pounds that far back on the stern. This is gonna make the bow right out of the water. So I need to do something that is voluminous, strong, and lightweight. And the best thing for that is Total Boat's expanding foam. They make two types. There's a light one and a heavy one. The light one's about 1 pound and change per cubic foot. The heavy one is only 6 pounds per cubic foot, which is 6 times heavier, but that's the stuff they use in buoys and like to make structural things. So that means that we can have a skin on the outside and then inches of this expanding foam, or expanded foam, the 6 pound variety. That'll be really strong and robust, and then deep inside that we'll have the actual strength area. Now that needs to be strong enough that if I lean against a piling or hit a pier, stuff like that, while we're docking, it doesn't crack. So it just needs to be strong enough for impact. It doesn't need to be strong enough for everything else, like rig loads and stuff like that. That's not being transmitted to that area. So that's the plan, is build it all up, get it sealed, pour in the foam, let the foam do its thing, trim off the top, seal it up at the top. And that should give us all that volume with a lot of reserve buoyancy, because we're not adding weight to get the volume. So I have the other side put on the template, and as with everything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So the first side, it was my first side. This one looks like it's going to come out a lot better, which means a lot less fairing, which means a lot less work. So I have those plastic PVC pieces just acting as battens to help give it strength, and then it's held in with the string, or with the Dyneema that's wrapping around it. And it's got a nice gentle curve to it. So that's coming out exactly how I wanted the other side to come out, but it didn't. So I have a little lip over here. We're gonna be filling this in with thickened resin, and then afterwards we can cut off the excess and take it from there. And then in here, that gap, we're gonna fill with tabbing just like we did on the other side. And then when we cut off the middle piece that overhangs right into here, everything's good. We have our well open again. So over here on this side, over here on this side, yeah. So it's not too straight, not too fair, and part of the issue was that it started sliding out, and it was falling off. So it actually came inboard of this thing, which is not what I wanted to do, and then went up. So the result is now we got a big shape to fill and all that. Now, most of this chine is actually going to get cut off after we fill it with foam. That way we then have a solid surface that we can then glass against. So this is not the final shape. We're pretty much doing all the work that we did the first time again. So that's where we are. We're going to now get this side tabbed on and attached. That way we can then trim it off later this afternoon.
All right, we have the entire underside of the transom extension sealed up to the hull. Now, this is not structural. This is literally 1, maybe 2 layers of fiberglass, but all it does is provide a seal to the boat itself. This way I can pour in the 6-pound expanding foam from Total Boat. It's a 2-part expanding foam. I'll pour that in there and it'll fill in the whole void. Once it's filled in, then I can cut things back and really shape it up and fare it into the boat. So right now what I have is far from pretty. Again, that just seems to be the motto here. And it's just to give us the outside form for the foam to cure in. Once the foam's cured, then I can go back and really just hack away, trim, cut, maybe add some in some areas, and build up the outer part and make it flow into the boat. So we have a very large bowl. Now, from some rough calculus, I think we have the equivalent of about 2 cubic feet. And the 6-pound expanding foam spreads out to be about 3 cubic feet when it's fully expanded. So, if my math is right, 1 gallon set should be all that we need to fill in the whole area. If my math is wrong, we're going to come up short, and then my math was wrong. So we'll find out in the next episode.
Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. Can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.